What's going on, all you lovely people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael Hora, and this is a lovely penguin. Welcome back. Welcome to the lot of my friends. And if you guys would be so kind, welcome my best friend, Tommy, to the YouTube channel. Yay! I'm going to put in, like,
sound effects.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of kids cheering. But either way, we've been best friends since we were 4 years old. We're both 31 now.
Feeling it every day.
Grew up together and all that good stuff. So real quick, Tommy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So it's my first time visiting Mike since he moved out here 5 years ago. I was actually moved a month before he moved, except I was in Boston. I'm back in New York. And this is my first time in LA in the last 5 years as well. And stoked to be here. Stoked to be with you guys too.
Sick. And what would you say is your experience with K-pop music thus far?
None. One of our friends in high school, her sister was actually getting into K-pop when we were still in college, but I can't say I have any experience, man.
All right. Have you heard of BTS?
Yes, at least I've heard of them from some mainstream, but again,
Okay.
Hearing them on the radio, that's about it.
Have you heard of Twice?
No.
Have you heard of Stray Kids?
In the music sense, no. Stray Dogs, yes.
Have you heard of Blackpink?
No, not any of this.
Jeez Louise, guys. Okay, without knowing anything, do you think you'll enjoy this?
If you know I've always liked music, so if something's catchy, something could catch my ear, then why not? It shouldn't matter what genre it is, no?
Sick. Well, I'm going to show you just a couple of songs that I personally love. They're more of like a couple of groups, different big hits, really. I'd argue they're more popular
Like
songs.
the highlights.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we're going to show you a couple of those. For those of you watching, I'm doing the same intro for every single video, so feel free to skip it if you haven't already. You're not watching the same video, I promise. It's going to be different content inside. It's just the intro is going to be the same. But, yeah. And what would you think would be like a good way that people could support the channel here on YouTube? The lovely penguin.
I mean, if you like this guy, support him from the standpoint of spreading the word.
Ooh.
There's going to be people who I'm sure you come across on any streaming channel who are going to be producing similar content. But if you want the real deal, someone who's authentic and wants to actually be with you and listen to you and take your feedback, there's a reason I'm here with this guy right here for the last 27 years. It's because of the person he is.
Hell yeah. And I also did not tell him I was going to ask him that. I put that one on the spot. I was just curious to see what he'd say. I was like, maybe we'll cut this part. No.
Probably still should cut it, honestly.
Yeah, that's all right. Either way, though, yeah, we used to go to concerts and stuff all the time. We were big on going to Warped Tour.
Every single summers.
Yeah, so growing up, we had a very similar music taste, but it's changed for you in the last few years, right? So
even beyond that, I mean, it was really once into college, we were into like electronic dubstep, and then more into, I guess, indie rock, then rap, and now back. I mean, we still always appreciate our old stuff. It's more nostalgic, but now into more electronic music as well.
Yeah, well, you're into that. I'm not.
That's what you think.
I'm not. I am not. I don't really care for it that much. I don't hate it. It's not going to be something I actively listen to.
If you have a musical background, you could appreciate every single facet, but I get it.
I mean, hey, in fairness, I never thought I'd be into K-pop.
It's true. I never thought I would be listening to it, but here I am.
Also, before anybody gets angry at me, I'm saying K-pop in general because we're listening to multiple Korean groups. People don't like when you call BTS K-pop. Did you know that?
Are they not from Korea and doing pop music?
Yeah, they are. But they had a bit of a tussle with the K-pop industry. Where,
okay.
They were pretty hated for a while, and they got treated like trash. So
that's anyone in an industry that you don't own.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we don't call them that here on this channel. So
okay.
Just give me the heads up. Mainly, also, I'm going to try to make sure that the army doesn't kill us both.
Forgive me. Really, just
well, I started it, so that's why I'm like, shit, I should fix this.
I'm coming into a system that's already broken.
It's K-pop and BTS, guys. Okay, it's K-pop and BTS. All right. Well, without further ado, let's go. All right, so right now we are going to be checking out the band called Stray Kids. They're actually from the same label as Twice, JYP.
Okay.
So
more popular, less popular?
I'd probably argue that they're a little less popular, but that's because they came after Twice, I believe.
Okay.
Although they have been just breaking records like left and right.
They're guys, girls?
They're guys. Okay. They're guys, yeah. And they've been really, really growing lately. So I think that they are. I personally think they're stellar. I think they're really cool. They're fun. They're funny too, and they're talented. So
bring it on.
Actually, I might get to see them live at the end of the summer.
They're coming to LA?
Yeah, there's a big convention called KCON, which is like K-pop con, and I'm pretty sure they're headlining.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of stoked. So it's weird because it's like a convention, but then also like a music festival, like at the same time. So there's like a walk around and like buy stuff area, like a convention center.
That's cool.
And then there's like go watch the show. So I'm gonna try to go to it, but who knows? Hopefully this comes out before then, though. I don't know when I'm gonna release this one. This will be probably the end of like mid-July. Okay, either way.
Stay tuned.
Let's hit it. We're going to check out... This is actually the very first song that I heard from them. The first video I ever reacted from Stray Kids. And to be honest with you, up until recently, I felt like they had a lot of other great songs, but I didn't think anything compared to this one.
So this is a big deal.
Yeah. And they just been releasing like a crazy amount of new music right now. And I think one or two of those songs might get close to God's Menu in my eyes of like the best song. So this is really good.
Okay.
All right.
I'm definitely interested in seeing what this is going to bring.
Yeah. I will say this, again, like I say every time, we're going to watch without subtitles first so you can see the video, appreciate it, feel the song, get the vibes for it, and then we'll watch it again with the subtitles. So, all right, let's hit it. Before we go much further, these guys, the transitions between shots are some of the best ones in the industry.
Just blending the completely different.
Their music videos are insane for the way that they really work CG into reality really well. Okay. So sorry, I just wanted to point that out just so you can kind of like have an eye on it and notice it. But we'll skip back just a little, just because we kind of ruined a good spot there. Your captain. Yeah. Dang, man. I thought you were gonna be like, what the hell with that guy's voice? This is so scary. Deep. Like, I don't know. When I first saw it, I was just not expecting
the thing that gets me off is like you're watching the lip syncing and listening at the same time. And again, I'm not used to watching music videos.
Yeah.
I've not watched music videos. I can't even tell you the last time.
Right.
So spending time sitting and being present watching a music video is foreign enough. Yet a music video that is this complex. Like we used to, when we were growing up, we used to watch Fuse.
Yeah.
Which was after MTV and more for like rock and like I guess more indie music.
Yeah.
But like the ones that were like most complex, and this is gonna sound ridiculous to you guys, was OK Go when they did like the treadmill music video, or like the music video where they're riding in the car, like playing instruments, and we're like, wow, this is crazy.
This is crazy. But yeah, no, I just like this song particularly caught me off guard because I was not expecting that like drop in voice.
It's stimulation overload. Even what they're wearing though, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so like the cuts, everything. It's a lot to take in.
I really thought you were gonna.
Out of catchiness though, this is probably one of the most.
Yeah.
Just in the sense of like rap, melodic, and the thing that, and this is literally, I remember listening to music in 4th grade, when they make it melodic with, I don't even know what it's called, but switching to, I guess, minor keys when they're already in a specific key, like that just is catchy to me. I don't know why. Probably because like the whole background of playing in band and having that upbringing for which.
Right.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Also, by the way, that's one of my favorite parts of the song, so we're just gonna skip back and watch it one more time. He's got one of the deepest voices in K-pop.
And that's family. Also appreciate the cars. I'm sorry. I feel like the right there that switch that went to minor and then came back. I don't know, that just It was a shorter song.
Yeah, but good though, right?
I mean, probably maybe because I wanted it to be longer. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I'm just realizing this now, just because now this is the first time I've watched the video since like recording it.
Yeah.
That's a little shout out to one of their other videos. They have a song called Backdoor.
So it's almost like the end of Marvel movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, respect.
I was like, what was I just thought? I was like, oh, that's for probably their next music video that's about to come out.
I respect it.
So yeah, actually, I'm gonna share a couple of fun little facts for you before we do the next gameplay through. So they actually have a big time celebrity friend.
What, celebrity in the United States?
Yeah, like a United States celebrity who's like a big fan of them.
That's been a recent, or who's been following them all along? Well, I mean, they've been around recently, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, within their
Who's
their
also
time
a musician, or?
No, he's a movie star. We've actually talked about him this weekend. That's why I'm like...
It's not Vin Diesel?
Yeah, take a guess.
It's not Vin Diesel?
It's not Vin Diesel.
Mark Wahlberg?
No.
That we've spoken about this weekend.
Yeah.
We've spoken about a lot of...
I know we have, but I'll just tell you if you want.
Older or younger?
He's kind of like mid-aged. He's older than us.
Keanu Reeves is older now.
No.
I give up.
The one and only Ryan Reynolds.
Is he really?
Yeah. That he's friends with the band.
Just randomly? How did
Yeah, because they did like a reference to Deadpool in one of their live performances when they were first coming up.
Okay.
And so that's how he got on his radar, and then they became friends.
I like Ryan Reynolds. I respect him.
Yeah. How funny is that? Pretty cool.
I like the blending of cultures and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you'd be surprised. Like, it's weird because K-pop in the U.S. still isn't quite mainstream, but like, there's a lot of like celebrities and stuff who are like into K-pop. And, like, they have their favorite bands. They have their favorite individuals from bands and stuff like that. And, like, the more I've been doing this, the more I see it. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, there's people all over the place who know.
Again, if something is objectively catchy or good, it doesn't matter
where
it's from.
Exactly. Other little fun tidbit about Stray Kids is, also, forgive me if I'm messing this up. I believe it's only 2 of them, but 2 of them are Aussies.
Of the band members?
Yeah. They were born and raised in Australia.
And then they moved to Korea afterwards?
Yeah, to join up and train and be trainees
So,
at JYP.
Random fact about me that you guys did not know, because it would not be pertinent.
I'm also from Australia.
some Vegemite and some ruse in my back. No, favorite accent. Australian accent. All of my iPhone is in the South Africa accent, which is the closest to Australian.
Fair enough.
Waze, Australian accent. Everything else is Australian accent. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, it's relaxing to me.
So the deep voice guy, his name is Felix.
Okay.
He is one of the Aussies.
Is he really?
Yeah. And also, I will say this too. There's a I saw like a little TikTok or something, like a little clip video, because we do a thing called Lovely Laughs on Mondays. You should come check it out, 7 p.m. PST. And somebody clipped one in where it was like him. I think he's like eating like goldfish or something like that. And he's just like talking, like they do a lot of these bands do live streams,
so like candid,
all the time.
Let's get to meet you.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just like they just like sit and chat with their fandoms and stuff like that live.
Kind of like what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And except on a way bigger scale. Oh my gosh. But he's like eating these, and he does like his like deep voice, right? Where he's like, oh, these like crackers are delicious.
So what is he? Yeah, his voice.
And then he's like, ooh, and they're swimmy, or like something like that, where he just like goes into like a regular voice. Yeah. It's very, very funny. But he just like switches in and out of that like a lot.
And how did these people come together?
So this one's actually an interesting one. So the other Aussie, his name is Bangchan.
Okay.
He. From what I was told, I also, again, if I'm getting this wrong, please just feel free to correct me in the comments. I'll actually read it, I promise. But from what I've heard is that their band wasn't like a top focus for JYP. So Bangchan was picked to be the leader of the group, and then they basically were like, go ahead and just pick whoever you want. Like normally with these groups, they have like all sorts of like trainees come in, and then they like select who's going to be the ones that make it into the band.
And this is when he was in Korea, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So like he joined up and became a trainee at JYP, and then like from there you basically are just trying out to get onto teams or something like that. And so like for him, they were just like just pick some people and make a band.
So these are like his people.
So he picked everybody for the band, and then
they're doing that well.
Yeah, and they have like a really big hand in making music and stuff. So like they actually are a really big solid part of the creative process. So like
are they starting a new generation?
Like some of their songs are really like silly and like fun. You know, like this one's a little bit more of like an intense song. You know,
you can feel it.
But like like they have like a song called Cheese, and it's awesome. It's really good. It's literally about like laughing and having fun and like say cheese. Like,
I got excited. I thought it was about cheese,
and like or being cheesy and like making jokes and like stuff like that. So it's they're a very, very cool group. A lot of the older generations really have to like fight to get the chance to like be able to write their own stuff, because a lot of the labels and stuff will just be like, no, we're gonna do that for you.
But they've adopted like a new culture, a new path.
Yeah. Because they're a newer-ish generation. Like, there's now a newer generation.
But are they younger than BTS by that much, or no?
I don't think so. I think the oldest guys in this group are around the same age as the youngest guys in BTS.
Okay, so it's not like there's a huge age disparity.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is it's weird how the ages work, because it's like some groups have like really big age range in them, where like, I mean, there's a group where like the oldest person is, I think, 35, and then the youngest person's 25.
All right, which is like, again,
you know,
as you get older, age doesn't necessarily matter as much.
Yeah.
But still, for like these performing arts, you would think.
Because like these guys, a number of them are, I believe, like 26 or 27 years old.
Okay.
And that's the same age as the youngest guy in BTS.
The youngest or oldest?
Youngest. So oldest guys are actually our age
in BTS.
Yeah.
So there's a huge age group.
Difference. Yeah. So it's like it's close. You know, for the most part, they usually stay within like 5 years or so. I'd say, but it varies. It all depends on the talent and whatnot.
Let's bring on those lyrics.
Yes, let's watch the lyric video now. Here we go. 어서 오십시오. 이 가게는 참 메뉴가 고르기도 쉽죠. 시켜도 감을 만족하지 지나가던 나그네 비둘기까지 까마 비둘기까지 쿠키와 소스의 맛대로 초록 음미하고 내게 말해봐. Taste so good 반응해 모두처럼 락 모두 자극적인 거 I want it till 다 녹여 때까지 온갖
Five-star Michelin 미의 정점을 찍고 눈에 보여 illusion 처음 느꼈지 이런 감정 놀랄 거야 gonna shock 바로 감정 처음을 스웨터 싹 다 unlock 아이디어 break 머릿속을 털어 지루게 궁금하다면 우리 그대로 answer.
So do you get what they're kind of going for? Are you picking up what's they're putting down?
Explain it to me, because I'm still like dumbed down by the theatrics and trying to read it simultaneously.
Yeah. So this song is like quite literally like whatever you guys want, we got. So like we will make whatever it is you need. Like we have the skills to do it. We are the top tiers. We can make whatever
this is their
we want to
debutante ball.
make, pretty much. This is basically being like we're the best.
Okay.
It was like we got this. We got like whatever's on the menu, we'll make it.
But I'm not saying that. But they aren't coming off in like a haughty way. Like we're the
no. It's just like listen, like we have the skills to do it. And honestly, again, I kind of wish we were doing another song too, which is another song that I think is like a really top tier one of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
It just came out like literally 2 weeks ago. It's called S-Class, and
like
honestly,
Mercedes.
Dude, it is a clinic on different types of music. They like switch through so many different types
in one song.
At one point, they even drop into like a old school rap beat.
So the thing is, when
start going,
when these
it's so good.
Do they release albums simultaneously, or that's usually just like because their production behind music videos are so complex?
Yeah. So each album that's released, they have a comeback song, and this would be like their. I don't think this was their debut, but I'm pretty sure this is the comeback for the album that it's on. I forgot what the album is. It might be called God's Menu.
Because it's like their title.
But if I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
You need to teach them.
But like, yeah. So they usually come out with a video that goes with the album, and then a lot of the times they don't put out full albums. A lot of times they'll put out like mini albums.
Yeah, which I think a lot of artists are doing nowadays. They're like EPs almost.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So, but still, it's like it's so solid. It's so solid. This song. Their music's so good. It's crazy.
Keep it going.
Yeah. So they're doing it all in the context of like being a chef. So they're really like clever.
It's distracted by the fast cars.
Like
you said, it's production.
Yeah, they crush it. You know how long they filmed this for? 2 days.
I had an idea and they stuck with it clearly.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, this was a 2-day shoot.
So the thing is, when they're saying that, we're ready for anything and for anything, they still aren't throwing shade. They're just building themselves up.
Yeah, they're just saying, like, we got the skills to pay the bills.
Okay.
Yeah, so that I'm pretty sure this one was a 2-day one, but typically with these music videos, the most they'll shoot is like 4 days.
So they, as a group, have more say over their music, but what about their videos and their entire idea? Because
I'm not 100% sure.
There's only so much that a group of 7 people can do.
Yeah. No, of course, but like
teams.
And it's not like they're doing it all solo, you know, like they have teams helping.
So they each have their own,
but like
entourage.
What I mean when they like are writing the music and stuff, like they just have a bigger hand in what they do. Like
than the majority of these.
Yeah,
things.
like I'm pretty sure one of the guys actually like builds the beats and stuff and like makes the actual like music part, and then like in terms of like writing and stuff, I believe it's like a mix of people helping out, but like they're also pretty heavy handed in there as well.
Which I'm sure they appreciate, and then the longevity behind it, as opposed to being told you need to do this and fit into this niche.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the thing is they jump around. It's awesome. It's like they're very, very good. They're very good. Right?
What's their fan base called?
Their fan base is called Stay.
So rather than Stray Kids, it's Stay.
Yeah.
Who comes up with these?
I don't know. I have no idea. Either way, I'm Stay.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, tell me how cute you think Tommy is in the comments.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
make me jealous. That's all I'm saying. All right.
If you want to see more of this, if you want a lovely penguin and Michael to bring on more of his friends,
Penguin.
switch this up. Let him know. Because the only way this channel is going to be what you guys want is by telling this guy what you want. He'll bend over backwards for anyone.
And ignore you guys. No, just kidding. Kidding. No, I will. He's not wrong. I didn't pay him anything to say.
27 years of torture he pays me.
Yeah. No, excuse you. You're the torturer.
For the first half, maybe.
You're just making up for the torture you gave me.
Yeah, but I'm self-inflicting.
Yeah.
Well, not self-inflicting, but...
Yeah.
More stories for another time.
Yep. All right, guys. I love you all. Stay aggressively positive, and we will catch you on the next one. All right. Love you. Goodbye.